George Washington Benson is an American jazz fusion guitarist, singer, and songwriter. He began performing as a jazz guitarist at the age of 19. A former child prodigy, Benson rose to fame in the 1960s when he performed soul jazz with musicians like Jack McDuff. He then enjoyed a prosperous solo career playing pop, R&B, jazz, and scat. His triple platinum album Breezin reached its highest position on the Billboard album chart in 1976. Many people saw him perform live during the 1980s, and he still has a sizable following base. Along with his 10 Grammy Awards, Benson also has a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Benson grew up in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania's Hill District, after being born on March 22, 1943. When he was 7, he got paid a few bucks to play the ukulele at a corner drugstore. On Friday and Saturday evenings, Benson performed as a guitarist at an unauthorized nightclub at age 8, but the authorities quickly shut it down. At 9 years old, he began to record. 2 of the 4 sides he made were released: She Makes Me Mad at RCA Victor in New York, backed by It Should Have Been Me. The 45 RPM label is printed with George Benson, even though one source claims this record was produced under Little Georgie. Leroy Kirkland produced the track for Groove Records, RCA's rhythm and blues subsidiary. Benson attended Schenley High School, where he received his diploma. Thanks to his association with organist Jack McDuff, Benson spent his early years performing as a straight-ahead instrumental jazz player. Hank Garland, a country jazz musician, was among his many early guitar idols. He recorded the New Boss Guitar, his debut album as a leader, with McDuff when he was 21. The George Benson Quartet, which featured baritone saxophonist Ronnie Cuber and organist Lonnie Smith, recorded its Uptown, Benson's next album. The George Benson Cookbook was Benson's follow-up, featuring baritone Lonnie Smith and Ronnie Cuber and percussionist Marion Booker. During the mid-1960s, Benson worked with Miles Davis, who used his guitar on Paraphernalia, from his 1968 Columbia album Miles in the Sky before Benson joined Verve Records. Benson subsequently joined jazz great Creed Taylor's company, CTI Records, where he produced many albums with notable jazz musicians as special guests, mostly with musical success. His 1974 album Bad Benson peaked at number 1 on the Billboard Jazz list. His subsequent releases, Benson and Farrell, with Joe Farrell, and Good King Bad, ranked number 51 on the pop album chart, both made it to the top 3 on the jazz chart. Benson also covered 2 Beatles albums, The Other Side of Abbey Road, 1969, which was also published, and White Rabbit, 1969, which was first written and recorded by San Francisco rock group Great Society and made famous by Jefferson Airplane. During this time, Benson performed on several sessions for other CTI musicians, including Stanley Turrentine and Freddie Hubbard, most notably on the latter's critically praised album Sugar. When Benson started recording for Warner Brothers Records in the mid to late 1970s, a new audience became aware of him. Benson sang the lead vocals for the Leon Russell song, This Masquerade, on the 1976 album Breezin. Benson's rendition, which is particularly renowned for Jorge Dalto's luscious, romantic piano solo and intro, became an enormous pop smash and took home the Grammy for Record of the Year. Earlier in his career, he had occasionally provided vocals on albums. One such example is his performance of Here Comes the Sun on The Other Side of Abbey Road. He performs Jose Feliciano's 1975 piece Affirmation in the instrumental portion of the CD. Soul singer Minnie Riperton, who was diagnosed with terminal breast cancer and was set to pass away in 1979, joined Benson on a tour named George and Minnie Live. In 1976, as a backing vocalist and guitarist, Benson appeared on Stevie Wonder's song, Another Star, from Wonder's album Songs in the Key of Life. The 1977 Muhammad Ali biopic The Greatest featured a rendition of The Greatest Love of All that he recorded. Whitney Houston later covered the song as her version of Greatest Love of All. Benson recorded with German conductor Klaus Ogerman during this period. The 1978 album Weekend in L.A. he featured a live version of On Broadway, which was recorded a few months later and received a Grammy. Benson's breakthrough pop album, Give Me the Night, was produced by Quincy Jones and distributed by the Warner Brothers subsidiary Quest record label. With the help of former Heatwave keyboardist Rod Temperton, Benson's song, Give Me the Night, cracked the mainstream and R&B top 10. He had several successful hits, including Turn Your Love Around, Love All the Hurt Away, Inside Love, Lady Love Me, 2020, Shiver, and Kisses in the Moonlight. More significantly, Benson was inspired by Quincy Jones to go back to his origins in order to find more inspiration for his vocals. In the process, he rediscovers his passion for Donny Hathaway, Ray Charles, and Nat King Cole, which helped inspire several more vocal albums into the 1990s. Even though Benson most recently went back to performing jazz and guitar, this idea reappeared much later in his 2000 album Absolute Benson, which included a rendition of one of Hathaway's most well-known songs, The Ghetto. Benson amassed 2 gold albums and 3 more platinum LPs. The Berklee College of Music granted Benson an honorary doctorate of music in 1990. In celebration of 30 years of working together on the GB signature models and to honor the long-standing friendship between Benson and Ibanez, Ibanez designed the limited edition GB30TH model, which features a gold foil finish modeled after the ancient Japanese garahaku art form. The National Endowment of the Arts named Benson a Jazz Master in 2009, the highest jazz accolade bestowed by the U.S. government. Benson gave a Nat King Cole homage event on July 25, 2009, at the 49th Ohrid Summer Festival in North Macedonia. On July 27, the Istanbul International Jazz Festival will host an unforgettable tribute to Nat King Cole. The National Endowment of the Arts named Benson a Jazz Master in 2009, the highest jazz accolade bestowed by the U.S. government. Benson gave a Nat King Cole homage event on July 25, 2009, at the 49th Ohrid Summer Festival in North Macedonia. On July 27, the Istanbul International Jazz Festival will host an unforgettable tribute to Nat King Cole. On March 4 to 6, 2011, he had a performance at the Java Jazz Festival. With the album Guitar Man released in 2011, Benson returned to his guitar-playing beginnings in the 1960s and early 1970s. John Burke created a 12-song compilation of renditions of jazz and pop standards. With Wynton Marsalis, Idina Menzel, Till Bronner, and Judith Hill on board, Benson's 4th album for Concord, Inspiration, a tribute to Nat King Cole, was released in June 2013. 35 years after his first, and then inaugural, appearance at the Rock in Rio event in Rio de Janeiro, he returned in September. Benson participated in the Sky Arts Guitar Star program in July 2016, looking for the most gifted guitarist in the UK and the Republic of Ireland. He served as a mentor for the program. Benson appeared on the Gorillaz song, Humility, in May of 2018. On July 12, 2018, it was revealed that Benson had joined Mascot label group. Due to poor health, Benson halted his international tour at the beginning of 2024, postponing several shows in the UK that summer. Benson and Johnny Lee were wed in 1965 and had 7 kids together. Benson says his music is more romantic and love-themed because he adheres to Jehovah's Witness religious beliefs and is dedicated to his family. Englewood, New Jersey, has been Benson's place of residence. We are grateful that you watched the entire video. Please share your thoughts in the area provided below. We hope you found this video helpful. If you liked the video, remember to share, like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching and I hope to see you in the next videos. Bye bye.